Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Onset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who might like it too. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me. If you would like to become a patron on Patreon, that information is underneath this video. You can also become a member of the channel. The join button should be underneath this video as well. If you would like to send me a gift or send a donation to the channel, my PayPal and my Amazon wish list are underneath this video, and a lot of other information. So anything that you might want to know, my social media and a lot of other stuff is underneath this video. Also, if you want to buy this deck, that link will be directly underneath this video. I'll put that first. So this is a deck from Brittany Zaharek. Brittany and I met because I bought a deck from her for my cousin who is growing. And that was Brittany's first deck. It's called Healing Not Broken. And then she came out with part 2 of the series. So I bought one for my cousin, and then she sent me a free copy of the first one, and then she sent me a free copy of this one. So the opinions are my own, but this deck was a gift. Now, I've had this deck for a while because I've been behind. You guys that follow me know I've been a little bit behind lately. So I've had this deck over a month, and I didn't open it because I wanted to open it with you guys for the first time. I'm real big on that. I like to be surprised. I like to be surprised by what I see. So it's not open. I have no idea what we're getting ready to walk into. All I know is that we are going to walk into some inspirational affirmation cards, and I'm excited. So it's going to be 42 cards in here. Let me show you the back. This is the back. In case you want to stop, pause this and read it, please do. The design and the illustrations are both by the same person, but both by Brittany. And it's interesting because I said before, this is like a cardboard. So I like that because I'm hoping, I don't know if it's on here or not, but I'm hoping that makes it more recyclable. Not as if I'm going to need to, because I'm going to keep these. Keep these for quite some time. Probably forever. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like on the inside. It's held together by paper. Again, no plastic. I like that a lot. And it pulls right out like that. And we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to see, oh, there's a little thank you in here. Let me take a look at it. Okay, this is good. I can show this to you guys. Perfect. Check this out, guys. Let me put it on the other side so you can see the whole thing. So her Instagram is here. Her TikTok is here. Her site is here. And that looks like, yeah, everything is here. Perfect. So if you want to pause and take a look at that, please do. All right, so we're going to take off the paper. And then we're going to take a look at these one by one. All right. There are some cards here. Before we start getting into the actual cards, there is some other cards here in case you want to pause and read this. This was on top. And this is the back of the cards. She's going with the green and white, which is kind of cool. Concept of like growth. I love the plants. They're pretty big, as you can see. The card stock is not very strong. It's, you know, it's a weaker, easier to bend, easier to shuffle kind of, you know, card stock. Some people do not like this card stock. I do though, because the other card stock, there's different kinds. There's more than one kind, but some of them are too rigid and too hard and too wide. So this, for me, I've been using her other deck, and this really works for me. So if you want to pause and read this, feel free. But this works for me. simply because of that. I have some really expensive cards that have really thick cardstock, and I can't use them. They just sit in the drawer because I can't shuffle them. Anything I can't shuffle, obviously I can't use. So if you're thinking about making a deck, remember the shuffleability is going to be very important. All right, now let's take a look. I'm going to show you all of the cards. I'm going to pull this as close as I can. And this one says, today, free yourself from the weight of what you cannot control. Now, the one thing you're going to notice about these cards, each one has something on it, some type of issue you could be healing through or something like that. And each one has a beautiful illustration on it. If it's not selfish to take a day to yourself. Oh, it's definitely not. Definitely not. You have to. That's called self-care. Oh, look at that. Again, one of the things me and Brittany are like so connected on are the colors. I love colors. This one says, today, try not to fight the waves of emotions. Let them flow over you. Soon it will be calm again. Nice. Yeah, and I noticed that, you know, one of the things that some of you may have seen this before, color therapy. That's what it's called. And I think that colors have that ability to make you feel better. Think about what one thing would make your week better. Now imagining that thing happening. What would you say when it happens? Who would you tell? What emotions would you feel? Surrender and let the universe do its thing. Nice. So yeah, I do think that, especially pink. I've always said that pink was a healing color. It's a color of rose quartz, which is right here. My favorite crystal is rose quartz. All right, let's pull this a little closer. I want to read this to you. Anxiety comes in many forms. If you notice it today, acknowledge it and then have a plan to help shift gears. For me, it's simply stepping outside. What's yours? Okay, so what is your plan to shift gears? All right, I like that. And that's an easy plan. Go outside, get some fresh air. Often that does help. Be who God called you to be. Ooh, people will adjust. I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. How many times do people make themselves small so other people will be comfortable? I do not do that. You'll be comfortable or you'll deal with it. Welcome all emotions. Just let love drive. I think this is important because a lot of us, we try to suppress or ignore negative emotions, like for instance, anger, frustration, or sadness. And I don't think you should do that. I think that those emotions have validity. It's just how you deal with them is the question. You know, if you punch somebody in the face, that's not a productive way to deal with your anger. But you might be able to punch a bag or do some, you know, some yoga, some stretching, some running, some screaming. There's other ways. So instead of ignoring the energy, finding a way to use it productively. Journal prompt. Okay, this is good. So this is something you pull out your journal and write about. What have I been giving life to that has not given life to me? Ooh, Brittany. My goodness, I love that. That is intense. And see, usually with me, with any of these types of affirmations and cards, any question or statement can be turned into a journal prompt. So don't feel like it has to say journal prompt for you to do that. Anytime you see a question or a statement that touches you, that's a journal prompt. Dear God, Goddess, Universe, thank you for always supporting me and never giving up on my journey. Nice. Very nice. I like these a lot. I like the other ones. I've been using them, oddly enough. I didn't think, you know, when I first got them, I liked them, but I didn't think I was going to need them. And I found myself needing them more than I thought. I found myself grabbing for them like a lot because their messages are so simple, but so profound. Stop comparing your story to someone else's and remember your story is your superpower. Yes. A lot of people compare themselves to other people, and I'm always like, that's never good. It's not productive and it's actually inaccurate. We all have such different paths. No amount of love from someone else will make you truly whole. It has to come from you. Yes, I agree with that. Love from other people is wonderful, but if you don't love yourself, it doesn't matter. Negative self talk can ruin your day, week, month, year. Would you say the things you say about yourself to a friend? You are worthy of love too. Buddha said, I love some of the quotes from Buddha, and one of his quotes that might have been in one of these decks, now that I think about it, it might have been in her first deck, or I might have just saw it on a different quote place. But he talked about, you deserve your own compassion just as much as anybody else. You can be healing and emotionally closed off at the same time. Give yourself grace. Usually, if you're very wounded and healing yourself, you are closed off. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. And it's okay. Sometimes you need that safe space. Journal and thought prompt. Okay, here's another one. So you can write in your paper, today I feel, write what you feel. All right, so what do I feel? Today I feel optimistic. I do. I need more money. I got bills to pay. I forgive everyone for everything. I said earlier this week that any of the people I ever spent time with, I hope they're doing amazing. I'm not going to talk to them. Stay away from me though, but I hope you're doing amazing. I celebrate my life. I celebrate my daughter. Yeah, our lives, definitely. I release hurt. Oh, I've held on to so many hurts. I release hurt. I release wounds, emotional wounds. And I trust that everything is going to work out for the best. So, what are yours for today? I like that. I like that a lot. Great question to start the day with. In 6 months' time, you can either be in the same place or a better place. Focus on improving your health and happiness. It takes time, but you can make it happen. Yes, I agree with these 100%. If it doesn't bring you joy, let that shit go. Yes, definitely. They say that about anything. If it doesn't bring you joy, belongings, people, situations, let it go. Your life isn't yours if you always care about what someone else thinks. Yeah. And remember, life is not long. It's not indefinite, You get a certain amount of time to do something with this amazing, life that you have, If you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. This is 100% true. 100% true. I love these. I wish I had a copy of these when I was really, really hurting, when I was in my 20s and acting real foolish. This would have been very helpful. But then again, I might not have been mature enough to comprehend it. Be patient with me. I am somewhere between losing my mind and finding my soul. But then again, I don't know. I was thinking I might not have been able to comprehend it, but the more I read these, I really think anybody at any level can find something meaningful in these. So I think I probably would have enjoyed these. Today, try not to focus on the problems and focus on letting go. You're not responsible for fixing everyone and everything. Breathe. I see this a lot in families. People get overwhelmed with trying to fix everything. Your emotions are not invalid. Definitely. So the way that I use this deck and the sister deck, I lost myself trying to please everyone else. Now I'm losing everyone while I'm finding myself, and that's okay. The right ones will stay. Yes, they will. So that's gorgeous. I love the neon. That's nice. I like that a lot. But basically, the way that I use this deck, I just shuffle them. I shuffle them like regular cards, And whatever one I stop on, that's the one I contemplate for that day. And I try to do these in the morning because I notice they put me in a really great mood if I do them in the morning. Maybe you went through it and survived it so you could help someone else make it through. I think this is a large part of my mission here. I really do. Because most of the people that come to me, most of my clients are going through something that I've already gone through. So I always think this. Stay true to your own path and vibration. On your way, you will meet those who are on the same path as you. Yes. Remember, every time you're feeling blue, every challenge that you're faced, you get through. Yeah. Most of the challenges we've been through in our lives, we make it through. You know, that's a very true statement. I am unapologetically accepting a life of massive growth and improvement. Ah, what a beautiful affirmation. That's gorgeous. These are really amazing. And what I like about this, and it's the same with the other one too, is that you don't have to know a lot about spirituality. You don't have to be some type of a priestess or a witch or guru. You don't have to be clairvoyant. You don't have to have any particular special skills. All you have to do is sit, breathe, be patient, and be open, and just ask the universe to show you something that could help you. You'll be amazed at what you can attract after you start believing in what you deserve. So anybody can use. A matter of fact, I mean, even younger people can use these. I don't know what reading level these are on. I would say maybe 6th or 7th grade. But yeah, I think that even younger people could use these. Repeat after me. I'm allowed to be both a work in progress and help others grow at the same time. I was telling someone the other day that I think that we need to start things like this as early as preschool. You know, some of the easier decks, and like this one can be one that maybe they graduate to by 4th grade or something like that. I think we need to teach more self-love and self-care. With every act of self-care, your authentic self gets stronger and the critical, fearful mind gets weaker. Because if you pay attention, most people are pretty good, you know, when they're younger. We start to run into trouble in like middle school. So if this was like part of the every year curriculum, self-love, self-care, that kind of thing, easy things like cards like these would be so beneficial to our young people. Find your balance between the cosmic and the earthly. I like that. Closed for repairs. Today I pray for guidance towards my healing. Yes. Yeah, I think that that's a great thing that we should start to do with our kids. I've seen some people have been. I've seen oracle cards for children. As a matter of fact, I bought one the other day. I bought a deck, and I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what we need to do. You're not a burden. Share your story. Share your emotions. The right people will hear you. Oh, that's nice. Brittany has a wonderful eye for what particular saying to go with what background. I like that. Nah, dream bigger for yourself. The universe. I love how it says nah. Love that. I love that. Like nah, nothing happening. You're worthy. Very simple message. And you can even journal off this, you know, in that moment, you know, write down, do you feel worthy? Why do you feel worthy? Why do you not feel worthy? What things could make you feel more worthy? Who taught you you weren't worthy? Like you can get a lot out of just these real simple 2-3 words. Love yourself even if no one else will. That's right. You are the most important person who has to love you. Some days it seems like a fight between the light and the dark emotions. Today, don't judge yourself for how you feel. Just acknowledge it. Ah, yes. Yes. We often judge ourselves more harshly than people on the outside. It's ridiculous. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. It's impossible to heal if you keep pretending you're not hurt. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Can't do that. Stick with the people who pull the magic out of you. You know, sometimes people call that your tribe, your soul tribe, or something like that. And I heard a woman, a good friend of mine who's on Instagram, say that tribe is a real negative connotation just over the years. Every time a group is called a tribe, is usually some type of exploitation going on. And she said that, particularly when it came to Native Americans, they call themselves nations. So I was thinking to myself, like, okay, find your soul nation. I like the way that sounds. I do. I love that. That sounds like, you got a whole nation backing you. So stick with the nation who pulls the magic out of you. And as you can see, these cards are a little glossy, not really, not bad that you can't take a picture with them or something like that. Just a little bit. Don't rush the process, babe. The slower the growth, the deeper the roots. Yes. And the last one is sideways. I can't get it in there. Okay. Massive growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Indeed it does. Beautiful. So as you can see, these are beautiful. They're beautiful and extremely practical and functional. So look underneath this video. I am going to put underneath the video, let me move this out the way. And let me put this one up while I finish the video. So I am going to put the link to this underneath this video. And after I finish with this video, I'm going to do a pick a card spread with these beautiful cards. So if you want to see them in action, please check out the next video that goes along with this one. And remember that these types of decks are for anyone. You don't have to be a special spiritual, journey or anyone. Just anyone who thinks they could benefit from, this kind of healing journey. Okay? All right, guys. Come back soon. I have a lot more to say. See you later.